From the clash of empires, we turn our attention to a conflict that shook the very soul of a king. Ashoka, the mighty emperor of the Mauryan dynasty, sought to expand his realm, and the independent state of Kalinga became his target. In 262 BCE, Ashoka unleashed his forces upon Kalinga, and the ensuing conflict was a brutal affair.
The Kalinga War was a Pyrrhic victory for Ashoka, a triumph that came at a terrible cost.
The bloodshed and suffering he witnessed on that battlefield profoundly affected the emperor, leading to a profound transformation. Haunted by the horrors of war, Ashoka renounced violence and embraced Buddhism. His rule thereafter marked by peace, compassion, and the spread of Dharma. The Kalinga War stands as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of conflict, but also of the possibility of redemption even amidst the ashes of destruction. Chapter 4. The 12th century marked a turning point in Indian history. Muhammad Ghori clashed with Prithviraj Chauhan in two pivotal battles at Tarain. The first battle saw Prithviraj Chauhan emerge victorious. Ghori returned in 1192 for a second confrontation. The second Battle of Tarain was a turning point. Ghori's victory paved the way for the Delhi Sultanate. Chapter 5. The city of Panipat, strategically located in northern India, has witnessed the ebb and flow of power for centuries. Three pivotal battles fought on its plains have shaped the destiny of empires and determined the course of Indian history. In 1526, a young conqueror named Babur, descendant of Genghis Khan, faced the formidable Lodi dynasty. The first Battle of Panipat witnessed the clash of two military titans, with Babur's superior tactics and the devastating firepower of his cannons securing a decisive victory. This triumph marked the dawn of the Mughal Empire, a dynasty that would leave an indelible mark on India. Chapter 6. The Mughal advance across India was not without its challenges. In the rugged hills of Mewar, a proud Rajput king, Maharana Pratap, refused to bow before the might of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. The Battle of Haldigati in 1576 was a clash of ideologies, a struggle for independence against overwhelming odds.
Maharana Pratap, a symbol of Rajput valor and defiance, led his forces with unmatched courage and determination. Though ultimately defeated, Pratap's unwavering spirit and the sacrifices made by his warriors at Haldigati became a beacon of resistance against Mughal rule.
The legend of Maharana Pratap continues to inspire generations of Indians with its message of courage and unwavering commitment to freedom. The 18th century saw the rise of a new power on the Indian subcontinent, the British East India Company. What began as a trading venture gradually transformed into a force seeking political dominance. The Battle of Plassey, fought in 1757, marked a turning point in Indian history, a day when the fate of a subcontinent hung in the balance.
Through a cunning mix of diplomacy, intrigue, and battlefield prowess, we secured victory for the British.
Robert Clive, a shrewd and ambitious officer of the East India Company, faced the forces of Siraj-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Bengal. The Battle of Plassey, though seemingly insignificant in scale, had far-reaching consequences. It shattered the myth of invincibility surrounding the existing Indian powers and paved the way for British colonial rule in India, a period that would leave a lasting impact on the subcontinent. The resounding victory at Plassey emboldened the British, but it also ignited a fire of resistance across North India. In 1764, a grand alliance of Indian rulers, including the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II, Mir Qasim of Bengal, and Shuja-ud-Dowlah of Awadh, united to challenge British dominance. The Battle of Buxar, fought on the banks of the Ganges River, was a desperate gamble to halt the rising tide of British power. Despite facing a numerically superior force, the British, led by Hector Munro, fought with discipline and tactical acumen, securing a decisive victory. The defeat at Buxar marked a turning point in the struggle for control of India. It cemented British military supremacy and extinguished any hopes of a united Indian front against colonial ambitions. The rise of the Sikh Empire in the 18th century presented a formidable challenge to British expansion in the north. The Sikh Khalsa army, known for its ferocity and martial prowess, clashed with the British in two bloody conflicts, the First and Second Anglo-Sikh Wars. These wars were marked by fierce hand-to-hand combat, displays of extraordinary courage on both sides, and ultimately, the tragic fall of a proud and independent kingdom. The Sikh warriors, fighting with religious zeal and a deep love for their homeland, inflicted heavy casualties on the British. However, superior British resources and cunning strategy eventually led to their victory. The annexation of Punjab after the Second Anglo-Sikh War extinguished the last major independent power in India, solidifying British control over the subcontinent. Chapter 10: A Nation Awakens. The Indian Rebellion of 1857. The year 1857 witnessed an unprecedented uprising against British rule, a rebellion that shook the foundations of the British Raj. Sparked by the controversial Enfield rifle cartridges greased with animal fat, the rebellion spread like wildfire across northern and central India. From the sepoys of the British East India Company to local rulers and peasants, Indians from all walks of life rose up in arms against their colonial masters. The rebellion was marked by acts of extraordinary bravery and sacrifice, with figures like Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nana Sahib, and Bahadur Shah Zafar becoming symbols of Indian resistance. Though ultimately suppressed by the British, the 1857 rebellion had a profound impact on the Indian psyche. It ignited the flame of nationalism and sowed the seeds for the long struggle for independence that lay ahead. Chapter 11: Scars of Partition, the India-Pakistan Wars. The partition of British India in 1947, which created the independent nations of India and Pakistan, was a momentous event, but one marred by widespread violence and displacement. The birth of these two nations was accompanied by three major wars in 1947 to 1948, 1965 and 1971. Each conflict, fueled by complex political, religious and territorial disputes, left a lasting scar on the subcontinent. The wars witnessed acts of both immense courage and devastating brutality, shaping the relationship between India and Pakistan for decades to come. The human cost of these conflicts continues to resonate, a stark reminder of the enduring legacy of partition. Title: A Fight for Heights, the Kargil War. In the summer of 1999, the world watched as India and Pakistan engaged in a high-altitude conflict in the icy heights of the Kargil district of Kashmir. The Kargil War, sparked by Pakistani incursions across the line of control, was a testament to the courage and resilience of Indian soldiers fighting in extremely challenging terrain and weather conditions.
Indian forces, displaying unwavering determination and tactical ingenuity, successfully repelled the Pakistani incursions, reclaiming strategic peaks and inflicting heavy casualties.
The Kargil War, a defining moment in India's post-independence military history, showcased the professionalism and fighting spirit of the Indian Armed Forces. It served as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the India-Pakistan border and the ever-present threat to peace in the region. Outro: Legacies of Conflict Shaping a Nation. From ancient times when battles were fought for territory and power to modern times when they have become more about national identity and defense, the history of warfare in India reflects its diverse and complex heritage. These battles have left an indelible mark on the subcontinent, influencing its political structure and international standing. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey.